Oh my god. It was delivered. It was delivered today. I finally got them. I finally got them. They finally came. Oh my god. Oh my god. They came today. I got them. I got them. Oh yeah. It is the day to fix the broken BMW. I got my parts to fix my car. So, with those shenanigans out of the way, we might as well get into the whole introducing myself and what my plan is with this shit. So, my name's Kobe, and I drive a 2009 BMW X5. My whole point in this video is to fix my car and get myself back onto the road, but not only that, kind of just like let you guys know who I am, what I'm trying to do with this, and where I'm trying to take it. So, with that out of the way, we might as well get into unboxing this bitch, because what better is there to do than see what I got to fix my car? So, let's get into it. So, my impatient butt couldn't wait to open it earlier when I originally got it. Obviously, this is all, that beginning was scripted, but it was worth it because that is how I felt this morning when this box showed up. I've been out of a car for about a month because I drive a BMW, like I said, and with that being said, I am going to fix it because that is what every great BMW driver does. They fix their damn car. So, let's get into unboxing this. Unboxing these car parts. First off, that's a surprise. We're gonna need a second. So, let's get into the unboxing of this package. This right here is an aluminum fitting that goes into my cylinder head. The OEM one is plastic, and this is a really good replacement when you have a certain problem that I'll explain when I get out to my car, because it's easier to show than explain. This is a silicone coolant outlet hose that runs from the thermostat up to the cylinder head, and that will be replacing a rubber one that is a total piece of poop. I'm hoping this actually fits, because when you look at it in here, it looks a little bit small, but it said it was for my car and my engine, so it must. Anyways, that all right there, that's the surprise. I'll give a hint, it's an interior upgrade, and with how many there are, I'd like to see somebody guess it. The last thing I'd like to do is give a shout out to ECS Tuning, because I placed this order probably like 4 days ago. I think I'll place it on Friday and it's now Monday. So it came extremely quickly. The parts all had a guarantee fit on the website, guarantee price match. So if you guys can find the parts you're looking for cheaper on another website, this is the website to go to, because unless you can find it all in one place, they should be able to price match that all the other places that you find with cheaper prices. So where can you go wrong with fast shipping, good parts, and guaranteed fit? You can't. I'm pretty sure the next thing we're going to do is fix the piece of crap BMW. So let's go take a look to see if these parts fit, and if they do, get ready to install them, because what else is there to do? No point in sitting on my butt not doing anything. I want my damn car back. This is my 2009 BMW X5 E70 with the n52 engine in it. Nothing too special, pretty base model, but it is what it is. Absolutely lovely car. So let's get into showing you guys what I'm going to be fixing today. This coolant hose and this plastic fitting absolutely hate hot oil. So when your oil filter housing cap gets over tightened and starts leaking oil all over the place, it starts to go here first. And this, like I just said, absolutely hates hot oil. So that's what I'm going to be replacing in this video. So to get yourselves in the state that I am in, you're going to want to remove your engine cover and your cross member. To do the cross member, it's just these 4 bolts, boom, 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 and then it slides out with a little bit of jimmying, and then That's removed. Engine cover, no idea what size these are, so you guys are gonna have to figure it out. Maybe I'll do some research and input it. And then you're in this state. So next, you're gonna want to loosen these two bolts because this allows the fitting to come out. And I'm not gonna remove this clamp because I think it's just easier to pull this out as one. Then you're gonna want to lift this tab up with a flathead screwdriver so that it becomes loose. Pull that tab off. This one, pretty simple, just a nice little squeezing out. And then the hard one is down in there. You can see where the coolant hose goes. Let's see if we can get it to focus. Is it gonna cooperate? Is it gonna cooperate? I think not. It did. You guys can see the clamp right in front of my finger. It is a 1/4 inch socket that will be required to loosen that. So if you guys get yourself the tool, just nice little slap it down in there, slap it on, and then crank, crank, crank off. So let me remove mine, and then I will show you the process to putting the silicone one in along with the aluminum fitting, even though it's pretty straightforward. So about after an hour of persuasion of trying to get this line off down there, which I knew would be extremely hard, but not that hard, I have finally gotten to a state where I can say I can put the new line on. So now to remove this, I'm sure I pull this up, like I said, undo this one from the clamp, and then it should come out pretty easy. I've already undone this side, and I've already replaced the fitting. It was really simple, and my old one was absolutely messed. I really suggest you guys switch over to a metal fitting because the fact that this literally disintegrated into several different pieces, wherever the last one went, I don't know, is ridiculous. But let me get a move on so that I'm not spilling too much more coolant. With the old coolant hose officially out, all the coolant has spilt out into the pan and all over the place. We are now ready to slap this bad boy in and connect everything up. This is an underneath view of what you'll be looking at because this is the best way to clarify that the hose has been put on properly. Right in front of my finger is the hose we've put on. It still doesn't have the clamp on, so I'm gonna have to pull it down and then tighten it. But you can see how the hose is lined up with that little lip. That's what you're looking for, because right in front of this little lip that's in front of my finger is like a divot, and it'll let you know where the end of the hose needs to sit. So now we just have to pull the clamp down, tighten the clamp up, and that should be the job. So with the coolant hose set up and the little fitting, as you can tell, replace that. New coolant hose. You're likely gonna break this clip as it's a bit small for the giant ass coolant hose, and this clip doesn't close, so I'm gonna have to somehow find out how to close it with probably electrical tape. Jank. Anyways, I need to go grab a new fitting, and I need to go grab coolant, so I will be back to work on it again. So yesterday I left this off having to go buy myself one of these fittings and all the coolant to do the coolant flush, because I've come to realize that it's probably smarter to just do a flush on the vehicle, as it's probably hasn't seen one in a while. And yeah, so I might as well show you guys how you're going to do that if you want to do that yourselves. And just so you know, it's not easy. There is no drain plug for this vehicle. You need to disconnect the hose, and it took me a long time. So let's get into it. So you're gonna want to crawl under here, and what I love about the E70 is you're able to crawl under, no issue. Haven't even jacked it, and I can just crawl under nice and easily. So 1 second. Now that we got the flash on, let's show you guys underneath. You got very limited room to work with here, but it's work withable. This hose right here is the one you guys are going to want to be removing. To do so, you need to remove the little metal clamp that's in there. I used a little pick tool and a flathead screwdriver to push it up and pop it off. Once you do that, what I find worked best was nice and lightly, like, prying this off. And the thing about it is, this is like, nobody told me this in the videos. This is your hose, obviously, and right underneath is a nice little plastic seal for it to clamp onto with the thermostat, right? That's two different pieces of plastic. Make sure you're prying only one, because you will sit here for about an hour prying your thermostat, not realizing that you need to go right in between the sweet spot of these two pipes. So, once you pop that off, just nicely with your screwdriver, you're going to want to grab it with your one hand from underneath. So, something like this. And then your other one's going to want to come up, in through here, and up and over the hose, so that you can get a grip of it to wiggle it off, because sitting there prying with a screwdriver is not going to get it off. You do need to use your hands. So, now that I've done that and drained my coolant that's got some oil in it, because that is an oil pan, you are going to want to top up your coolant and do the bleeding process. So now let's get into that. Topping the coolant in the dark. I think the car calls for you hear that? That's the sound of success. And you see under here, I see no more leaks. That's just wet. That's condensation. It had me freaked. But it's just condensation. We have no more leaks. So, I have fixed the beam machine. We are currently taking it for a test drive. And I am going to then park it up, make sure there's no leaks, and if not, we are fucking good. This has been a pretty good job. I think it was about 3 hours worth of work, tops, and that was more or less due to a lot of fighting, not knowing how to do things, not really watching videos. It should be a bit easier for you guys now that I gave you some tips. But yeah, I'll keep you posted, and hope that everything goes good. See ya. So, after tons of hard work and plenty of effort, the X5 is fixed, but I do have one more issue, and I will show you that issue. My issue comes over here. It's not in the engine bay. It's not underneath. Not the rims. It's over here. The bitch ain't got no gas in her. She ain't got no gas in her. It is what it is, but she ain't got no gas in her.